Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 4 of Talk Dirty Dancing to Me. Katie and I are so excited to discuss Season 31 of Dancing with the Stars. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to come back every week. Hello.
Hey, bestie.
Hey, bestie. Long time no talk. Been a whole 24 hours.
Oh my
48
God.
hours.
How was Lizzo?
Oh, Lizzo was amazing. If you've ever seen her live or to anyone who has, it's just like you leave and it's such a positive, affirming concert. And truly, just nobody does it like her. She really is the best performer ever.
Well, I'm really glad that you had that experience last night because meanwhile, everyone else who was watching live left with the opposite of positive, affirming vibes.
Here's the other thing that everyone needs to know. I did my best to follow what was happening because I wanted to be sure I got all my votes in. Katie kept me abreast on everything that was going on, who I needed to vote for. And I knew because I can't do, like, I'm fine having spoilers. Like, I needed to know who went home. There was no way I was going to be able to wait, obviously, because I'm so plugged into the show. But let me just say, it definitely killed the mood. I was having a great time, and then I saw what happened, and I was like, this is such a bummer.
It was truly like, oh man. Of all the directions I thought that it could possibly go for it to be a bummer, that was at like the bottom of the list of what I thought would happen.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can talk about it too, even more like when we talk about elimination later, but I just did not see that coming.
I'm just like really
Unwell.
Yeah, generally unwell. There's a lot of like different bad vibes going into it, like different emotions on across the spectrum here, but
well,
all in all, can be just summed up pretty much with an oof.
Another oof week, but
a big oof.
A big oof for prom night.
Much like real prom.
Much like real prom, which, okay, so we can dump right in because I did not hate the theme. I didn't hate it.
I actually really enjoyed it, to be quite honest.
Okay, good. Because I was like hesitant to say that I really enjoyed it because I was like, I don't know, what does Katie think? What does everybody else think? But it was
This is a safe space, bestie.
No, I know, but it's like it's not most memorable year. It's not Halloween night, but I thought this was a good move.
I'm really pleased with everything that happened.
Okay.
I really loved the just like the kind of the way they set it up with like a bunch of people, like most people I would say, their costuming mirrored like their prom photos that were shown.
Yeah.
Which I loved so much. I loved the throwback photos, like getting to see these people at their old prom, like, and then I posted in the Facebook group, which weekly plug. It is our Facebook group is From Lynn the 10 DWTS. We have a master post every week where we comment while we watch live, and it's just a hoot and a holler.
It's better than the show. It genuinely is better than the show. Like, even if you don't watch the show and you listen to my podcast, my really good friend Elena Lofton has started listening to our podcast and doesn't watch the show. I know, and she does. Oh yeah, you know Elena. And she doesn't even watch the show, like, on Monday night. She tunes into the podcast and then listens to what we say and then goes back and watches it, like, when she can, because she's on maternity leave with her brand new baby, Vivian.
I know. Her baby is so precious. I stay Facebook creeping on Elena.
Yeah. But yeah, so there are some people who do listen to the podcast who don't necessarily watch, but I think those people also should hop in to the Facebook group because it's a good time too.
It's freaking hilarious in there. It's wild. There's some wild times.
No, it's unhinged for sure. It's not always
in the best way.
Oh yeah, all good things.
So starting off strong, we had like the whole I posted in the Facebook group, I was like, hey, in honor of prom, let's post our prom pics. So I had prom circa 2011 and 2012.
Yes.
Which I'm coming up on my 10-year reunion this year, which is shocking.
Yeah.
But like even that, like, it's so dated, which is wild to me.
We like throughout the night, my prom photos identified most with Gabby's, and I think obviously it's like because we're the same age and stuff.
Yeah.
But even seeing Gabby in the same exact vibe as us was hilarious to me.
I know, because you were just like, oh my God, that was a lifetime ago.
Yeah, it
And
really
then you have
was.
Charlie D'Amelio, whose prom was literally like 6 months ago.
Yesterday, and they're all so chic and cute, and like, oh yeah, I'm like, okay, cool.
I was like, oh, like,
So,
where's your bad hairdo?
I know, where's your tight hair and your like super overpriced extra extra large earrings that don't even match your dress? Like, where's that?
I
Hmm?
know. I
Where's that?
know.
And the Jessica Simpson heels. Where are your Jessica Simpson heels, Charlie? Like, let me know.
But it was so good. I loved it. It started
Good.
off with this was the first time that we've started off with like the contestants actually being
I
in the
know, like a
opening.
conga line. Like that's
It was like
whenever.
very Soul Train.
Yeah, and it felt very live TV. Like it was, because sometimes, like we said about last night, how the production value of that intro kind of fell flat for me. This was the complete opposite. I
It
wrote,
was
this is,
lit.
yeah, I said, this is such a good intro, and Wayne killed it by far in the intro.
Oh
He looked
yeah.
the best in the
Of course
intro.
he did. Because guess what? He's a man of the people. Everyone loves Wayne.
Good. I hope it stays that way.
Mm-hmm. Then we
So, yeah.
had Tyra and Alfonso walk out.
Okay, yeah.
Tyra was giving loofah, quinceanera, top of a Barbie cake. Not great. And then Alfonso walks out, and he looked like a churchgoer,
Yeah.
excuse me, in like the
Church goey.
springtime.
A church goey in the spring.
The old churchgoey springtime fit. Like
It's so funny.
the pastel yellow, the baby blue tie under the suit. It wasn't giving prom.
The thing about Alfonso is like, he's not super memorable. Like none of his outfits ever stand out at all. And maybe it's just because like Tyra's are always so crazy. That's all I'm really paying attention to. But I'm just like, Alfonso's just kind of there still to me. I'm still not used to him being there.
Yeah, that's true. And then we need to thank tonight's episode sponsors, which the ballroom was sponsored by Sherry Hill and Men's Warehouse.
Yeah, it definitely was. The very cheap tees and like the cheap button downs. It was funny.
It was a lot of shiny, shitty fabric in one room.
It was a lot of crappy fabric, and you could tell when the camera was on the pros. Like, not even when they were dancing necessarily, but like when they were standing side by side getting feedback and critique, I was like, dang, the outfits are just bizarro for sure.
And you know that you would have to beg your mom to drop some dollar bills on that thing, and then you wear it and you're like, wow, this sucks. This is a napkin with some sequins on it.
I still have a dress hanging in my closet like that I brought even to Cincinnati with me, just because I'm like, I know how much my mom spent on this for a dance. And like, I cannot let this one go, because I remember her face whenever she saw the price, and it was like the only thing that fit me, because when you're over like a size 10 in high school, like none of the prom dresses fit you. And she was just like, I guess felt so bad for me for my prom dress that she was just like, yeah, we'll get you whatever works. And it was a dress that just happened to be like $400, and I was like, oh my God, I'll never forget.
Well, I'm glad that you held on to that.
I know, yeah, I'm not letting it go. But I guess we can talk about the couples.
So the couple who has to become a real couple, or everyone, but especially Sarah Maloof, will lose their shit.
Right.
The couple that Sarah and Brendan Mosley have called from the get-go.
Yeah.
Daniel and Britt. What did you think of high school Daniel at prom?
I said shout out to Daniel and his prom date, because I'm so jealous of her. Like, I was so jealous of her looking at the photos, because I just thought Daniel's also a man of the people. He was probably the coolest guy at the deaf high school ever. The man can dance, the man can move. I loved his dance tonight. I really did. I seriously enjoyed it. I am very curious too, like what it would be like to. I never. There's a school for the deaf in Mississippi. I never went. I only traveled to the school of the blind once because of like DG philanthropy or whatever. But I'm very curious to know what his high school experience was like, and then like imagining a deaf prom, and how he said like they just had extra extra large speakers. I thought that was a cute aside, but I mean, he looked like he had swagger in high school.
Oh my God, the hair.
Oh yeah.
I was obsessed with it. I was like, I would have been so into you in high school.
I know, and I put, what I put about his dance, I said, it being a cha-cha to sexy back cracked me up, like, us, Justin Timberlake lovers, over here, I respected the song,
But
but
that era, the bad boy JT era, was so iconic.
Mhm.
Like, we had Cry Me a River, we had Sexy Back, we had, um, God, what else?
I can't even think. I went to that concert. I went to his concert in Memphis though, and you were probably there
I
that
wasn't. I've
year.
never seen JT. I'm a bad Memphian.
Wow, you're
He's one of
horrible.
our own. I haven't seen him.
Wow, you're horrible. But yeah, I can't even think. I don't know, but I'm so bad at like remembering song titles. If I don't write them down for this show, like you're not gonna hear them from me.
But it was it was just good. And then he was like caressing Brit's leg repeatedly, and I was like, "Are they about to kiss right
I
now?"
wish. I really wish they would, but I just wrote my comments on his dance were his butt, OMG. He's dancing with confidence. Um, I agreed with Lynn when he said you need to get a little bit more control of your free arm. And I also agreed with Carrie Ann because it's something that we said last week and yesterday that we are just so ready for his like breakout superstar perfect 10 dance.
So I felt like he had all the confidence in the world, especially coming off of the High School Musical flub and then an emotional dance the night before. Like, this was
Yeah.
his first like performance that was like more lighthearted.
Yeah.
He looked like a baddie. He was having the time of his life. I said he is feeling himself. Like, you could tell he was in his element. I was super impressed by his feet. His footwork was really good, especially with the cha-cha. I was super impressed. He and Britt, the bottom half was just like on point. And then when he was doing those like body rolls and moving those
Yeah.
hips, I said, those hips, that ass. I've been
Yeah.
waiting for this.
I was staring at his butt the whole dance in those pink pants. I loved it.
It was giving Pink Panther realness.
That's also really, really funny to think about. It's like that slinkiness of the Pink Panther too.
I
Uh,
know. And
uh,
then Haley Jean commented and said Charlie was probably conceived to this song. And I was like, we're old.
Probably. We are old. I also put how much I love his moms.
I know. He has his family is just so cute.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. The judges, he went first, and the judges gave him all eights, so he ate it up. What did you think about the eights?
So from a standpoint of it being the first dance, I was cool with that. But then hindsight is, 2020, obviously. I'm like, they had no business giving him straight eights. Like, y'all, I feel like the scoring all season has been really all over the place, kind of. I don't know if
Yeah,
you agree, but like, I felt like from that perspective at the time, I was like, cool, like all eights, that sounds good. I think you could have thrown a 9 in there. But it was good. And then, but after seeing everybody else get scored, I was like, give my man some respect. What the hell?
yeah. Throw some respect on Daniel's name.
Right? So then we had Heidi.
Heidi and Artem, 1990s prom. Cyndi Lauper. Was it a jive? I think it was a jive or a jazz.
It had to have been a jazz.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
we should know. I'm gonna look really fast.
Yeah. I just have the year for some reason. I think it was a jive. I'm not sure.
Hold, please.
I'll just say what I thought.
Okay. Yeah. You give that. Give it to me.
Here's what I liked about it. I liked how every week we're incorporating the troupe more, and it was very like felt transported back. Like he nailed the time period. The costumes were really good. She really did look exactly like she looked in 1990. The side by side of her and Artem was off. There were a lot of mistakes in this dance. And of course, like I knew that her and Joseph were in the bottom two before I watched because I watched after I read the spoilers. So I was truly expecting, I was like, this dance is going to be good because that would be the reason that she would probably be saved. Because in my head, I'm thinking like her and Joseph are pretty eye to eye the whole season. And then I watched this and I was like, there were so many mistakes in that dance and she barely danced it.
Okay, I had the exact same thoughts. Which I looked it up. Shout out to people.com, peoplemagazine.com, because they have the recap of like what was what and the scores.
Okay, cool.
So it was a jazz.
Oh, okay, cool. Same thing.
But I am totally with you. The content was just not there. It was way too. This was, what I said about who did I say it about yesterday? That it felt like a week one dance. Oh, I think I said it about Jordan and Brandon.
Okay.
Because of like it was very gimmicky, very kitschy. Like,
yeah,
it didn't feel like a Dancing with the Stars dance. It felt like a dance routine, like sixth grader dance.
Got it.
Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it really at all.
She's had so many better dances.
I agree. There was so much, like, she's a very talented dancer. She's a great dancer, but this didn't showcase that at all. It was very lackluster to me, and I was shocked that it was so well liked.
Another thing is, the whole season we have said that dance comes naturally to her. It looks like her body just naturally dances well. But then tonight, or Tuesday night, it was like that dance looked very forced and it looked uncomfortable, and it was just not good to me.
I was so underwhelmed.
Yeah. So
the judges, it was very safe. They were like, I felt like the thing that was such a bummer was that there were so many just beginner moves thrown in there. And it felt like, because the song, I don't know if it was the song, I don't know what it was, but it was like Artem just filled the time with like weird stuff. Like, he was like, I don't really know what to do here. So it was like a step touch with hands in the air for like 8 counts. And I was like, this is nothing. You're not giving me anything. And I was really disappointed because in her package, her intro, I was like, wow, we're getting some emotion from her finally. Like, she's got a personality. Mm-hmm. And then she came out and did this, and I was like, boo this.
Yeah. So all the judges, except for Lynn, gave her an 8. Lynn scored her very generously and was obsessed with the dance and gave her a 9, which really caught me for a loop because I noticed a lot of mistakes, a lot of like just off, like the times they were supposed to be directly in sync and were side by side. So many mistakes. And I agreed with Bruno Tognoli and Bruno Tognoli only. And that was whenever he said, something was just off with you tonight. And I was like, yeah, I agree. So she got 33 out of 40.
I agreed with Carrie Ann when she said, I wanted to see more.
Yeah.
Because I was like, same. We didn't see anything, really.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like everybody we just want to see more from everyone.
Correct.
But anyway.
But Lynn, this is when I was like, oh my God, she's going to be the Ally Brooke.
She is one of Lynn's baby girls. That's for sure.
Lynn always loves his ladies. And he's very biased, that old man. And
that's when it's starting. It's starting now.
I know. So you know how yesterday we were like, we don't dislike anyone. Well, tonight some things shifted around, buddy.
Yeah.
Also, this is when the Michael Bublé night. Bublé.
Yeah, that was announced that we're gonna have Michael Bublé night next Monday.
And when that was announced, which I know that Halloween night is going to be on actual Halloween because actual Halloween is on a Monday. But I'm like so ready for it because it's my favorite. That I'm like, oh, next week's gonna be Halloween. And then I was like, Michael Bublé.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm sitting here thinking, well, if it's not the Christmas album,
I know, what Michael Bublé songs are there? Okay, Michael Bublé only covers like Frank Sinatra songs. That's it. Also, he's a Frank Sinatra cover band and a Christmas album.
Yeah. So there are a lot of, he has bangers, but it's also like they all sound the same. So I'm just like,
what
are we just gonna?
Does he have that?
Okay, I pulled it up on Spotify, but I cannot. I'm not gonna leave this recording right now because I don't want to mess it up.
I'll look it up. There's Michael Bublé.
Yeah, look up I knew every single greatest hits. I knew every single one of his like.
My Google, like my FBI agent is like, is this bitch okay? She is off the rails with her.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Greatest hits. Feeling Good, not his song.
And I'm feeling good.
Yep, not his song. Okay, Haven't Met You Yet.
Yeah, I just haven't met you yet.
That's a cute song.
Yeah.
Home.
Yeah,
That
that's
song
another
depresses
good
me.
one, but it's also sad.
It's a Beautiful Day, also not his song. White Christmas, not his song. After All, is that his song?
Girlie, you're asking the wrong person. But I mean, regardless,
all he does is cover other people's shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, if it's not like a Christmas themed night, I mean, what are we gonna
We're gonna hear covers of Michael Bublé covering other
literally
shit.
Michael Bublé covering Frank Sinatra. But anyway, that's what's in store for us next week. Then we
really
also
quick
have
before we move on, Cameron Tate Walker had a comment on that when it was announced, because I think everyone was like, wait, what? And she said, Michael Bublé night, this might be my 13th reason.
Stop, Cameron.
And I was like, I mean, same.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm cover night. It's the cover night to end all cover nights.
I'm excited to see how this goes. And then it'll be the cover night to end all cover nights, but it's also going to be the band covering all of Michael Bublé's covers.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And it's like 6 degrees of separation from the actual song.
Well, I guess we'll see. I loved the Val and Peta, the breakout dance, because I love to see them dance together. And I wrote, these breakouts are so good.
It's always so funny to me to watch Val and Peta dance. I mean, Peter. Because I'm like, especially when it's like a Latin dance, because it's so sexy and sensual, and they just like, you know, they're dancers. It's natural to them. Yeah. They just go with it. They commit to the bit. And I'm like, y'all are
related.
Yeah, in-laws.
I love it.
So I loved it too. But they're just, damn, they're good.
Speaking of people we love, next we had Vinny and Coco. You and Me by Lighthouse.
So
his package was so good.
This song too, I was like, oh my God. High school, middle school me is sobbing,
unwell, yeah,
on the inside. Like, that is the breakup song. It's everything. Yeah, it's just the most like it's just perfect. Like, you had to be there during that time. So I'm obsessed with High School Vinny. The ugly duckling syndrome. He was like, that's why I have such a good personality, because I wasn't cute.
No, he said that's why now I have a fire personality and I'm sexy.
I truly cannot love this man anymore.
No, as that happened, I was just like, there's no way you can't love him.
He goes, I want to turn into a goose. Yeah. A beautiful goose.
Yeah, I was like,
God. Bestie, it's supposed to be a swan, but I love the beautiful goose.
Literally same.
He said he was giving Not Another Teen Movie. He was like, I always wanted that moment where I take off my glasses and undo my ponytail, and then I'm a beautiful goose. And I was like, no, I love you so much.
I know, and the people love him. The people love Vinny.
And the picture of High School Vinny.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It was so New Jersey. It was so
perfect.
Cute.
It was so perfect. I could talk hours and hours about that little like package intro for this. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And then
he's just the best. He's the best one. He has the best personality, like pretty much left. Just saying.
I want only good things for him in this life.
Me too.
And everyone after. Like, forever and ever, amen.
And he'll get it. What do you think about the dance?
Well, the song was good.
Yeah, the song was good.
It was sweet. It was very well acted. I think I really liked what Carrie Ann said when she was like, if this were a rom-com or like a high school romantic movie, like, everyone would be so into it. Like, everyone would go see it. Yeah. And I was like, you're exactly right. Like, if somebody said this feels so a Cinderella story, and I was like, yeah, it does. It kind of looks like it too, because it wasn't professional dancing at all.
No.
But I love it. I love to watch him dance. He tries so hard. He's getting better.
He really is. And I think the judges are kind of realizing too, like, the people are going to vote for him. We're going to have to be good and encouraging. He had some Tico hands, and it was a pretty choppy dance. Like, I just felt like he was just chopping away at it.
Yeah.
I
There
put
was
that
no real natural kind of rhythm or flow or anything.
No, and I put that it was strong at the end. I thought it ended really strong. Lynn was giving him really, really good critique, and everybody just started booing him because they were
He was like,
thinking,
"No, I'm saying like
yeah, they were.
helpful things."
He was like, and then Benny was like, "No, guys, like he's really trying to help me. Please don't boo him right now."
I know.
But I think you can tell that the people are like not gonna have it.
And I love that. I don't know if Lynn is like just feeling himself this season or what, but I feel like he's had some really positive feedback for everyone across the board. Like, I feel like if this were 3 seasons ago, Len, he would be like, "Well, Vinny,
Well,
I've
he
got to
had
be
his
honest,
moment
there was a
tonight.
lot of messing about and it was shit." And I was like, I mean, for him to, I think it's because he knows that it's so apparent that Vinny is the best guy ever.
Yeah.
Like,
And he
you have to.
has zero besides the club dance experience. Like,
Correct.
and a lot of these other people that are left have a lot more than I think they're letting
True
on.
that. He turned into a beautiful goose to me, though.
He did, but his scores, they were not great. He got all sevens. Did have the lowest score of the night, which
But that's
it was
okay.
warranted.
I agree.
It was warranted.
Mostly I agree with that. Sarah Mallory had a really good comment because again, we were talking about the judges giving such great feedback, and Derek and Lynn kind of really dug their heels in and were like, "Damn it, Vinny, we want you to be good. Here's what you need to work on, like specifically."
Yeah.
Which Vinny was like, "I take what y'all say every week and I go back and I try really hard to like incorporate that." He's like, "I'm listening and it's helping, but he's like, there's a lot to work on." But Sarah Mallory commented and said, "I wish Derek could mentor Vinny and do one-on-one lessons with him." And I totally agree. I would love to see like a Derek Huff boot camp with Vinny and see what the outcome was.
I know. I think all the people with zero dance experience should get that.
Yeah, as a little leg
It's
up.
only fair because they didn't have years of training. But anyway, moving on. Shangela and Gleb.
Okay. Go ahead. You go first.
I just love their partnership. They are just incredible. I loved we saw in the warm-ups or in practice whenever Shangela was like, Gleb, I just want to look like you. And he said, well, that's impossible, but that's okay.
I know. And
it was,
ladies don't sweat, we sparkle.
yeah, this was like drag show 101, and I loved it. I did think that it was also a little bit choppy. It was giving drag queen energy. She just needed to point her toes more too. Like, I just saw a lot of flex feet, and I was like, come on, Bestie, that's the easiest thing to do. You were like, you can do this. Like, you almost have it.
I was the pointy toe police tonight, so I'm with you on that.
Okay, you tell me what you thought.
So the fit was everything. The opening was truly, I thought we were at the Super Bowl halftime show. I was ready.
Yeah.
There is no hotter couple in the entire world than Gleb and Shangela.
Yeah, they're killing
Truly.
it. Yeah.
And I love, like, during the judging, I loved how much Len is just a Shangela stan. That's my favorite thing. He's like, you didn't need all those fans because you've got a big one right here.
I know. He loves
so
her.
pure, so pure. The dance, I agree with you. It was very drag queen energy in that it was like high energy, but also somewhat chaotic.
Yeah.
But God, that outfit, man. And Gleb, I am so here for sparkly suit, no shirt Gleb. I cannot even put it into words.
Yeah, me too.
It was, I couldn't take my eyes off of him. Like, I'm sure Shangela was doing a great job, but Gleb was doing a lot of the heavy lifting on my end, at least.
And that's the Gleb effect. So
God,
that's just the Gleb effect. So I wrote "Shut up, Tyra." Don't really know why. I think she's just been talking over the judges a lot.
Yes, like, oh,
and it's not cool. Because it is that time. That is the time. That's the only time that these people get critique from the judges, and they get to hear exactly what the judges want them to do, and that's going to directly affect their scores the next time. But everybody scored this one pretty high. I was surprised that Lynn gave Shangela an 8.
I agree, especially because there were some wobbles, there were some missteps. Like, you saw she did a turn into like backing up to where they were butt to front.
Yeah.
And she like kind of hurled into him. It like wasn't very graceful, and there were a couple little hiccups like that. But I feel like, again, her performance value is always so high,
very high,
that it covers for a lot of little flubs. But I'm always happy to see Shangela score well. I feel like she was really underscored at the beginning, so I'm down with this now. And I love that she told Len that yes, she had crispy legs, but she likes her chicken crispy. She'll give him
funny.
KFC. I was dead.
So crazy. She's giving all these companies free press. Like Shangela's just like, I'll give you KFC, bestie.
Oh my God.
So yeah, big Shangela fans over here. 35 out of 40.
Love that. I love that. And you know, I loved seeing high school EJ / Shangela.
Yeah, I forgot.
It was wonderful. And I loved that her bestie, who she went to
prom with,
was there.
I know.
And
it was
her
really
mom
sweet.
was there again. It was just, I love it. I love her. I love her energy. She's
the life of the season for sure.
She's just a ray of sunshine in this world.
And the most supportive on Instagram to every single one of these.
Oh my God, I know. I hate seeing people go home, but the post that she makes about them the next day is always just so, it makes it a little bit worth it.
And that's what, when they did the later they did like the superlatives, and they just said life of the prom, and it was Shangela, like nobody else. Yeah, she's class favorite for sure.
Absolutely. So then we had the prom expert, because she's fresh off of prom
4 weeks ago,
literally. Charlie and Mark. What do you think of this one?
So it was a jive, so I knew it was going to be cute and fun. I put that it was really cute. I don't think it was her best dance. I liked the second half better. Mark is just really amazing with this choreography and the ideas, and every single story he tells, I like know exactly what he means. The dance delivers every time. My note for Charlie is that her kicks could have been higher, but that's all that I had.
She is a vision in highlighter.
Yeah.
I feel like I would look like a caution sign, or like a traffic like a traffic barrel. I'd look like a roadwork barrel.
I'd look like a bulldozer coming down the highway, like, move over.
Me, just
like a wide load. Yeah, literally wide load on the interstate.
Oh my God. It was great. The energy was there. The content was there. I think Mark stole the show from her a little bit. He was like, let me choreograph myself a little something in here. Because there were a few moments where he was kind of outshining her. The cherry on top of this was the finish in the prom pose with the Polaroid.
Yeah, that was so cute.
It was perfect. And then everyone in the skybox did the prom pose.
Love that.
Sasha and Pasha, the Sasha Pasha duo prom pose. I need that framed, like, also, in my home.
Quick side note on Sasha and Pasha. I really think they are best friends. Daniela and Pasha and Sasha hang out all the time. Like, they've got lunch together yesterday. Like, I think they are Pasha's crew. Like, Danielle's been bringing Sasha stuff when he's sick. Like, I think those are his besties that have kind of taken him under his wing. So it was even cuter when I saw that.
Well, I'm obsessed with that. And it was great.
Love them too.
Everybody loves a prom pose. That is the one thing that has stood the test of time. Yeah. Is the prom pose. Like,
it really is.
It's bullshit that kids now, like, look good at prom. Like, are so hot. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Like,
good for y'all.
Which is so funny because going to school in South Mississippi, there were girls, like, when we would share prom photos in college, that would, like, there were some schools, like, that did, like, a garter. Like, you would get a garter.
Which is absolutely insane to me.
Same. I was like, my mother and father would shit a brick.
And if my daughter ever thinks she's going to wear a garter to her high school
like, a boy prom, is going to bring her a garter? No.
You're kidding. Yeah, it's
absolutely. Immediately no.
That's a New Orleans, South Mississippi thing.
And then there were some girls in the Facebook group yesterday who had full on, like, bouquets, like, bridesmaid vibes.
Yeah, that's
And they
gotten
were
more
like,
popular for sure.
that's a thing. And we just had like the OG wrist corsage and a boutonniere for your date.
Yeah. And we
Um,
like barely like we wore them for 5 minutes for the pictures and took them off.
oh, I always wore mine. I love flowers though.
Oh,
I'm a big flower girl.
yeah.
At Brennan Mosley, if you're listening.
Yeah. Well, you know. Yeah.
But no, that has all changed. The style has changed. Hair and makeup has changed. But the prom pose is forever.
Yeah, and
I love that.
Charlie's friends are really cute, and it was really nice of them to like include her in prom, even though she's obviously a megastar. And then it was really cute how they came to watch her, and she said they all left college to come see me, and I thought that was really sweet. I
She
thought it was a
is
sweet sentiment.
legitimately like a sweet baby angel.
I really like Charlie D'Amelio.
I do too. She's like very genuine. And she seems really just like a kind, thoughtful, caring person, and I really like that. Because yeah, I mean, first impressions, she's a teenager and she's famous from TikTok and she's beautiful, and you would be like, oh, she's a popular girl, like she would bully me in high school.
Yeah.
But she's like totally the opposite, and I really like that this show has made me get to know this different side of her, and I love that this show is bringing out this personality and this confidence.
Yeah.
Every week when she's in the skybox, she is more bubbly, more talkative. Like she's really coming into her own, and I love it so much.
And she really is so relevant. And like she's on the show. A lot of these, like Dancing with the Stars is really good at getting people who have like had their heyday. And like, I mean, for Vinny, for example, like at one point, huge, huge star, but like hasn't been on TV in 15 years. And so it's like, okay, but Charlie is even like, she's super, super relevant. And we said at the beginning, she was a really good get for this show. And we were nervous because we were like, I mean, she's just a dancer. Like, she's just going to be a dancer. I mean, and she is, but I don't know. I like her.
I do too.
She's good.
But I think the biggest thing here is that previously when we've been like, well, they're a dancer, so it's because they pretend like they're not.
Exactly. She has never once pretended that she couldn't do this.
No. And I'm so here for that. Just let's all call it what it is.
Yep.
And don't try and bullshit us. Just be like, yeah, I'm a dancer. This is something I'm good at. Ballroom dancing is new, but she's not like, well, I've only danced. I've never really done this, and whatever. And like last year, or was it last year that we had Amanda Klutz? Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She turns out she was a whole ass rockette,
and on Broadway, like, and you're like, oh.
I was like, oh, all right, well. Yeah. What do we do with this information?
Yeah.
But like that kind of hidden agenda where I'm not like, I'm pretty sure she wasn't plotting to be like, this is how I'm going to win Dancing with the Stars, by hiding my past. But it's like when you just kind of let it be what it is.
Yeah.
It's so much better, and it's way easier to just enjoy what you're seeing and the performance value. So
yep. Anyway,
speaking of somebody who's a big ass fraud.
Oh, who?
Jessie James Decker, bestie.
Oh, we didn't say Charlie scores.
Oh, it was really good. She
Charlie
got
nines and tens. Nines from Carrie and Bruno. Or I'm sorry, nines from Carrie and Derek, tens from Lynn and Bruno Tagnoli. So 38 out of 40. Okay, you think Jessie
Speaking
James...
of someone who's a fraud.
All right, Jessie James Decker, go right ahead.
All right. So I'm feeling a little bamboozled here because I was falling for her shit.
Oh, God.
I was starting to like her. I was like, maybe, it's not that bad. And then she was like, I was really bullied in high school, and people used to chase me down the hallway with scissors and try and cut my hair, and they knew I wanted to be a singer and blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at pictures of her and I'm like, you're beautiful, even in high school. So I highly doubt that you were being bullied, but maybe she was a big weirdo or had bad BO or something. I don't know. But then Gabrielle Green unearths this photo of, wouldn't you know it, Jessie James Decker as the homecoming queen.
The same thing happened with Allie Brooke. Allie Brooke, this is the same exact storyline. This is the other thing. It's like, I want to believe you because I don't want to be the person who's like, you weren't bullied, shut up, But then it's like, honey, like we all know the girls who transferred high school senior year. Like everybody knows. Like And I was just like, no, don't do this. Like, don't pull the I was bullied card. Please don't. And then it happened. And I was like, no, oh no. And then we see that she was crowned homecoming queen, which is voted on by her classmates. And I was like,
interesting. That gif of Megan from Drake and Josh sitting at the computer. Interesting.
Yeah.
Literally me, when Gabrielle Green posted that in the Facebook group, I was like, a phony, a fraud. I've been bamboozled. I'm fucking pissed. I retract all positive statements I've said about this broad.
Yeah, I don't like being lied to. That's the one thing. It's like, and I think she still has qualities, but it's like, damn, you just Allie Brooked yourself. You just Allie Brooked yourself, because this is exactly when we stopped liking Allie Brooke. It is the exact same thing. And it's like, why did you have to do it, Jesse? Why'd you have to do it?
Because she knows that she's not very good. And instead of embracing it and trying to just like have a good time, like Vinny, she's like, well, if I get some sympathy votes, then I'll be around.
Yep.
Is what it comes across as. And, isn't everyone bullied in high school to some extent?
Yes. No, absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Like, even the popular kids, like, their own friends talk shit about them.
Oh, yeah. I like, oh my God. High school is so brutal.
High school is bullshit.
Middle school is, oh God. And then it's just
school is
I can't even, I don't want to go back there right now. I'm starting to go back there, and like Jesse James, I was actually bullied, so leave me alone. Yeah,
I told the story last episode about me running for my bus with my trumpet in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Do you think everyone was like cheering me on, like, look at that cool girl?
No, they were laughing at you.
And it was public school. Like, come on.
Yeah. But anyway, I put that it was a Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, which is a great song. However, I put she had flailing arms. Like, her arms were like over exaggerated. She was opening her arms way too much. It did not feel graceful. There was a point in time where Alan literally turned her body for her with his hands.
I saw that. She like got stuck, and he like turned her around.
Yeah, she was literally stuck, and he used his own hands to turn her body.
To like pivot her body. It was very bad.
It was very obvious. It was very not good. And I thought it was worse than Minnie's.
I agree. Also, if I cannot deal, it wasn't a flexed foot, but she's not pointing her toes. There's a difference between sticking your foot out, and because it's your foot, it's the natural like extension of your leg, and pointing your foot.
Yeah, she didn't do that.
She's not flexing her feet anymore, but she's not pointing her toes. She's just letting it hang there.
She's just letting
every
Alan
limb
throw
of her
her
body
around.
is just out of control.
Yeah, and she just lets Alan throw her around, which is a very common theme, which we will discuss later.
I'm pissed. I was like, it's not even the bullying thing. Like, there were some pretty moments in the dance. Like, she had some pretty lines. She, like, when she was doing like the deep lunges, bends, I can't remember what the actual technical term is for that, but where they would like kind of lunge into each other with the big open arm movement. That was really pretty. There was a lot of other just limbs flailing. It was not very consistent, but there were good moments. She got some awesome feedback from all of the judges. Bruno called her, like, he was like, do not windmill your arms.
Yeah,
like,
and
they're
was, like,
crazy.
Thankfully, like, he was being honest. So.
And then she had that tear on her cheek that was just, it had its own like zip code. It had a mailbox.
It's a big tear.
It lived there for 6 months.
Eric and the kids were there. I love that he doesn't miss a show. I love that the kids don't miss a show. And the kids, there were extra kids there tonight. So I was like, Vivian is bringing her friends. So that was cute. I do like seeing them. She's a good mom. I got to end on something positive about her for right now. I loved the young Derek prom-esque picture of his hair. I thought that was...
The blonde was unreal.
Freaking hilarious.
He looked like his sister.
Oh, he really did. Oh, God, his sister. Jesse James ate it up. She got all 8s, 32 out of 40, which I thought was too high.
Agreed.
Too high. Too high
For the homecoming queen.
Next up, we had Gabby and Val. It was a tango.
I have some thoughts. So keep going back and forth. Obviously, we've talked about, you and I didn't watch this season of The Bachelorette, so like the die-hard commitment to Gabby girl is not something that we have, but we like her. But then she says shit like she did in this intro, and I'm just like, do I like you, or would you have been mean to me in high school? Like, she was like, yeah, I was a popular girl. I mean, I got invited to all the prom. Like, I was like,
that was
great.
the only line where I was just like, no. Lexi, okay, so my friend Lexi Lay texted me, and she said, I feel like Gabby is joking, and like because of her tone, it sounds like she's being serious. Like, I genuinely, because they're all stans of The Bachelorette, and they think that she's being funny and sarcastic, but like it didn't come out that way. But I didn't watch the show, and not everybody who watches Dancing with the Stars watches The Bachelorette. So it's like, okay,
you gotta come across a little bit
I get
better.
it. It's like, I get it that you might be being funny, and it more likely than not is a joke. However, I was like, I hated the line where I only went to 2 proms, but I was invited to all 4. That's what that's whenever I was like, no, like, please don't, like, please. I just hope they're giving her a fair edit. I just hope that it's like, it is a joke, and everybody's going to come for me that loves The Bachelorette, but I just hope it was a joke.
But I don't think
it was
we're
a joke.
saying that we think that she's bad. I'm saying, like, the stuff that she said didn't come across well.
I did not like it at all. I didn't like her intro at all, except I did like her prom photos because I could relate, because she actually...
Oh my God, same. I was like, wow, we all went to the same prom, so that's cool.
We all, like, her brown dress literally had me cackling. I was like, that is the most 2009 dress I've
She had a
ever
lot
seen.
of spray tan happening as well.
Yeah, it could have been real tanning bed too. Like,
that was back in the OG actual.
It was probably real tan.
Yeah, cook yourself like a piece of bacon.
She had the tango to Good Girls Go Bad. It was flirty, fun, and sexy. I thought she was too smiley a little bit, but she always smiles, and of course she has a gorgeous smile. Her body's freaking rocking. I want to grab Val the way that she was grabbing Val during the dance, like his face, his back, his body. I was like, please. This is my last note. I'm still not wowed by her, because I think she has Charlie wow potential, but she has not wowed me yet.
Okay, so I don't know if it's because this song is a fucking platinum banger. It's got everything. It's got Leighton Meester. Blair Waldorf has a cameo in this song.
Uh-huh.
The music video, I implore everyone, go YouTube it. Go watch the music video.
Okay.
Because it is just so 2000s. God, it's good. It's some good shit. The like sidekick phone, like, God, it's some great shit.
Okay.
So that song just makes me feel some type of way. The cover was garbage. Per usual. I loved the way that Val choreographed it, where like, because she was like, I want it to be like my prom. Like we had a little grinding section. We had like where she was backing it up on him, and I was like, this feels familiar.
Yeah.
And then she was like going for like the dance floor makeout, or the DFMO as we used to call it in college.
Yep.
It was just, it fit the bill to a T. I really liked this dance. I thought she looked stunning, but I also hated her for being like, I can still fit in my dresses. I was like,
okay, yeah, that was not cool either.
I can't get any part of me into
that wasn't cool either. I was like, okay, all right, we get it. You're perfect, and you were hot and cool and popular in high school, and you're still hot, cool, and popular, and now you're famous. Okay, we get it.
But I was obsessed with this. I was like, wow, I want to go to this prom. I want to go in and steal your date, though.
So then she got perfect 10s.
I was not mad at it, to be honest.
Okay, I was mad. This is why I was mad, because she didn't even look excited. Like, she didn't jump up and down. She barely clapped. She just like stood there and smiled. And I was like, you are getting the first perfect score of the season. Like, why are you not losing your mind?
I was too busy watching Val be excited and jumping up and down and having a big reaction, so I didn't really notice her.
Yeah.
But we need to talk about Bruno's comments at judging, because they showed his throwback picture.
Uh-huh.
And his comment about himself was, "Oh my God, what a lovely little twink."
Bruno is so funny.
He
I
is
just love him.
unhinged. He's wild. I love that man. I would love to go get cocktails with Bruno Tonioli.
Oh, there's a lot of things. Like, I want to go shopping. I want to go hang out. I want to go to the beach. I want to watch Dancing with the Stars with him. Like, there's so many things.
But
He's the
yeah,
best.
he's the best. It was great. I thought it was Val nailed it with the choreography.
First perfect score, baby.
It was a great tango.
It
I
was
really liked
exciting.
it.
It was exciting to me that it wasn't Charlie. Well, it
I
was
think
Selma, first of all, but it wasn't Charlie. So that was
Yep.
cool.
Then we had our little yearbook committee moment where we had our superlatives, which I loved that. I
That
thought
was really fun.
it was really cute and fun. And I just, again, and at this point in my life, before I knew the homecoming queen of it all, I was like, wow, I really do love this entire cast so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, that reiterated, kind of solidified everything in my heart.
Yeah, it's a great cast. I really feel like I feel the chemistry between all of them.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of chemistry,
Trevor and Emma had a jive to a Green Day song.
All right. So this great value Billy Idol situation.
Yes.
The modeling pics from his punk rock face.
Insane.
What is the context? What is he modeling for?
I was like, my guy, this is like grunge sexy. Like, what's going on?
I was like, this is for a men's mag, a boys mag.
Literally. Yes.
Which no shame in that. Like, hey, get that, secure the bag.
No, it was very
can,
like dominatrix.
It was giving BDSM.
Like the leather belt around his belly button. I was like, okay, why are we showing this again?
I was like, you are harnessed like a horse, my guy.
Yeah. So a jive to a Green Day song.
What a combo, right?
Right. I thought that the dance was very in sync. The fits were wild, but they worked. I thought their side by sides were really, really good, and he's improved a lot.
So I didn't like the side of him that we saw in his intro. Again, I was just like he was like, yeah, we didn't go to prom. We like dressed up and went and took all the pictures, and then we went and had a field party bonfire. I was like,
just as lame. I'm like,
I was like, just say you're not cool.
Yeah.
Like, truly. Like, it was him and like 3 dudes. There were no women to be seen in any of the photos that they showed, which is fine. But like, he's trying to make it sound way cooler than it was, I guarantee.
Yeah, he was reliving his punk rock days, and we were just like, yeah, my guy, like, good for you. You were punk rock, like, late 90s. Cool.
I know. I was like, sick. Definitely. It's also weird to hear him be like, Green Day was such a, a huge thing when I was like younger, like in high school. And I was like, same though.
Like,
I want to be like, how old is Green Day?
I'm like, wait a second, how old are you? Because I had pink etnies, like, and I listened to Green Day and thought I wanted to be a skater girl too when I was in the 6th grade.
Skater girl.
It was 6th grade though. It was 6th grade. So.
Oh my God. So I didn't have like skater shoes, but I did go to Spencer's and get the like pink and black checkered shoelaces for my wallabies. So I had a little edge.
Yes, you did. Good for you.
Again, he was doing what God, I almost called her Ollie Brooke. What Jesse James Duggar was doing with he wasn't flexing his feet, but he wasn't pointing his toes. Like, and for the jive with the kicks and flicks,
looked heavier.
It looked heavy and it looked sloppy. Yeah. He was just kind of slinging his feet around, which it was really fast and it was really high energy. It was very impressive and very good. But that was like my little note for him as something that I noticed. I told you I was the foot pointing police tonight.
Yep, you sure were.
But I felt like if he had just cleaned that up a little bit to make it a little sharper and intentional, it would have been just better. 10 out of 10.
Well, he ate it up and got all 8s from all the judges. So 32 out of 40, which I thought was really fair because the parts of the dance that were good, and the parts that weren't.
Agreed.
Okay. Next up, we had Joseph and Daniela.
Why was he giving Aquaman?
I don't know. Like, that hair was out of control.
It was not it.
It was not a good look on him, which is so funny.
He looked like a completely different person.
completely.
I didn't like that version of him either.
But I'm sure he was just so sweet and pure in high school. Like, I wish I would have, like, I don't know. I just imagine him
He
just
was
being the
the most
sweetest.
popular boy in school. He was the SGA president. He was the prom king. He was the yearbook committee. He did it all.
So he was a good one. He was one of the good ones.
I love him. I love his curly hair. His curly hair tonight.
Yeah, the perm situation they had going
I
on.
think that's just his hair.
Well, it looked like permed because has not been wearing it like that.
I know, but
so the dance.
I literally wrote his ass, his curls, his arms, his hips. Yum, yum, yum.
He's a good looking guy. And he's only 25 years old, which is just crazy to me. He is so cute. The hair is wild. The dance is so high energy. He is so good for having absolutely no dance experience. And every time I watch him, you can tell he is working his ass off. And I loved that he had his mom there and a table of friends supporting him.
I know. He's another one that I'm like, I cannot believe I didn't know who this person was.
Yeah.
And now I'm like ready to take a bullet for him.
Of course.
I love him.
Should.
He's wonderful. And I don't know if it's the Daniela effect or what, but he is getting so good.
Yeah.
Like he wows me every week.
Yep.
And I just
better every single time.
I love his attitude. I love his energy. I love to watch him dance. I just love him. I love him. I love their partnership. For her to be so petite, like teeny tiny, and him to be such a big guy, and then to dance so naturally, it's amazing.
She's just a miracle worker.
Truly.
The judges scored them all 8s.
I commented, and I was like, not even 9.
Yeah, like comparing that to Jesse James' dance and some of these other dances, I'm like, his was better to me.
Heidi's dance?
Yeah, it was better. It was better.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. She got a 9.
I know. So the injustice, especially after his amazing dance the night before and having 0 dance experience.
I know.
Anyway. Next up, we had Jordan and Brandon, contemporary to no air.
You called it.
I did. I called this on the first episode that we would get a contemporary to no air, but I did not know when it would happen. Didn't know we'd have prom night and didn't know that she was actually bullied. I put that Jordan is such a humble queen, and I thought this was her best dance. It was loose at first. Those arms were very loose and not in hold at first, but she ended it very strong, and I loved this dance.
It was giving me big lover energy with the clouds and the Valentine's colors at the beginning.
Which I don't hate, which I love.
No one hates that, I don't think. I didn't think it was her best dance because I'm still so hung up on her dance to Remember Me from Coco.
Oh, that was good too.
But I loved it. I thought it was great. That color on her is everything.
She looks really pretty every week.
I know. She is so beautiful in the most real person kind of way. And I love that.
Oh, yeah.
She looks like someone that you would like. She just looks like someone
who would be nice to
you. Yes.
She looks approachable and nice and kind. And she is. It was like, it gutted me when she was like, yeah, I won American Idol, then went back for prom, brought my brother with me. And then they played my song at prom and everybody left the dance floor. And
I know.
It just made me stand there.
I was like, how dare you people treat this girl like this?
And I'm like, the anxiety, like that 3 minutes and 20 seconds of her life probably felt like an eternity.
Truly. And I just, when she was like, yeah, they played this song at my prom, LOL.
Yeah, she was terrible. Like, cool. Yeah, I hated that they did that. It was miserable. It was a horrible memory for me.
I know. I was like, you're so real. Like, you're a real one. I thank God Rach Live did not attempt to cover this.
Yeah, thankful. I hated Lynn's absolute old man roast of the lift that Brandon did. Like,
I was obsessed with that spin.
It was so uncalled for. Like, the way that he said, everybody does this same lift where you grab the arm and the leg and it never looks good. I don't understand why y'all do it. And I was like, that looked absolutely stunning.
It was seamless. She like fell into it. She fully committed. She just gave her entire body weight. It was like a trust fall.
Annoying. It was so annoying for him.
I was pissed off. I was
and that's why he docked her score. And I thought that was unfair.
And then meanwhile, Heidi D'Amelio could not be giving less. And he's like, here's a 9,
and
baby
he's like,
girl.
You're amazing, honey. It was a gorgeous cartwheel you did there. Like, F off.
Nice tennies.
She got 9 from Carrie Ann, 8 from Lynn, 9 Bruno, 9 Derek. So 35 out of 40, her best score so far.
I loved it.
Okay.
And oh my God, we almost moved on without talking about the duet with Alfonso in the skybox.
Oh, yeah, that was really good. And then the crowd started singing too.
Then
Brandon not knowing the words
was trying so hard to know the words. And it was, I think that was the best moment of the show.
Yeah, that was amazing. That's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Truly. Then we had Wayne.
Wayne and Whitney.
They keep dressing him like he's going on vacation and is retired.
Okay, but I'm not gonna lie, I really did. Like, Whitney's outfit was really sexy.
She's hot. God.
She looked like a bedazzled, like, she just looked incredible. I don't even know. It was really, really cool.
I also loved his flowy pants.
His fit very much fit the vibe of the 90s.
Agreed. It was perfect.
And the song too. It Takes Two.
Great song. Let's talk about the girl who did Wayne dirty at his prom.
Oh my God. She swerved on him. And he said, "You know who you are." Which
Cameron Tate Walker commented and said, "We ride at dawn." Like, this girl is about to catch so many hands.
No, the woman's probably at home watching, like, pulling one of the, like, Avril Lavigne. What's the song where the girl...
Skater Boy.
Yeah, Skater Boy. And she's like, "You're at home watching my man on TV. Like, don't you regret it?" And, like, whoever the woman is who swerved on Wayne at prom is at home thinking, why did I swerve on Wayne at prom for this other loser?
She's
when
got
I can have Wayne
Jesse
Brady.
James Decker tear just chilling on her cheek.
Probably so.
Watching him absolutely just, like, eat that shit up on TV.
It was so vibrant. His style is just impeccable. Like, he has swagger upon swagger upon swagger.
It was perfect. Whitney really was like, all right, if we're gonna do a samba, we're gonna do a samba. It was full of freaking samba content.
Oh yeah, she put him through boot camp.
It was hard as shit. Like, that was not an easy dance, and he performed it like a baddie.
And that's what he called Whitney, which was incredible.
I know.
He said, "My partner's a baddie."
He said, "All eyes were on me in the middle of the dance floor, and I'm with a baddie." Like, he was like, "That's what I wanted for my prom." And I was like, "I'm so glad that you're getting this moment." And Sarah Mallory commented and said, "This is serotonin." Lynn gave him a standing ovation.
Yeah, that was cool.
Screaming, crying, throwing up. I was so excited. The final pose where he's, like, crossed arms and Whitney's, like, squatted down like they're about to drop the sickest mixtape of all time. Like,
it was very Kel and Whitney.
It was so, yes. Absolutely.
It was very, very, very Kel and Whitney.
Which, justice for Kel,
if you know,
forever
you know.
and always.
If you know, you fucking know.
God.
10s across the board. Lynn, 10s from everyone, 10 from Lynn. Perfect score, 40 out of 40. And his reaction was, like, off the wall, losing his mind. And that's when I was just like, I wanted more reaction from Gabby. It kind of felt like a little bit like, oh yeah, I was expecting it. And his was like, you know, more genuine. I don't know. I kind of, the no reaction really rubbed me the wrong way, if you can't tell.
I just love this man. I just love this man so much. And I'm so happy.
I'm obsessed with Wayne Brady. I love him. Okay. Something that I thought about at this moment was, like, after everyone's, like, partying, having the best time, like, Sasha was really, like, doing goofy stuff in the background, like, really being giggly and smiling, like, had his balloons and was, like, pretending to be, like, floating away with the balloons. And it was something I thought about when I saw that. I miss, like, the cute, fun asides from Sasha, and, like, we haven't got those this season. And I feel like it's because he's been a little bit down. Not to bring it up all the time.
I'm hoping that we get his Halloween scare, like, montage.
Oh yeah, I really hope so. I hope he scares the shit out of Shangela.
Oh my God, same.
I hope he does. So anyway, I'm wishing the best for Sasha, because Selma and Sasha were really missed tonight.
Agreed. Yeah, because everybody's gone at this point, and then we had the dance off.
Yeah, the dance marathon, which was a fever dream. Okay, then we had the dance marathon,
which was a marathon and a sprint.
Like I said, it's a fever dream. 100%.
It was pure chaos.
What I liked about it, what I liked about it is I get how that's really ballroom. I like how they really implement what a real ballroom competition is like. However, there are way too many people left to have a fair dance marathon judging competition. This is something the final 4 should do.
Mm-hmm.
Or the 6. Okay, let's say the final 6. There were way too many people to decide who to tap out first and last.
So, okay, also the rules were very unclear. They were just like, okay, so we're going to do these 2 styles of dance, everyone all at the same time. And then you're just, the longer you stay in, the more points you get added to your total. There's no criteria for like what makes you like get called out, like whatever. Right. Like I thought the judges were going to be walking around and tapping people on the shoulder so they could see. But like,
they just stood in their box.
They stood behind the judging desk and Lynn held up someone's name. And it's insane to me that based on so I guess if you were the first one out, you got 1 extra point because there were 11 points given and there were 11 couples left.
Yeah.
So 11 points was if you were the last one standing, and then 10, 9, so forth, all the way down to 1 point if you were the first one eliminated.
Right.
It made 0 sense the way that this went down, because based on the show and the dancing that we've seen and the way that these people have been judged through the season,
right,
the people who were getting eliminated at the beginning were some of the
better
dancers.
Well, except for Vinny. So this is
but order. Daniel went first.
Yeah, so Daniel going out first was completely like,
what?
Yeah, it was like, so you just picked the person closest to you, or the first. I was like, they're just picking the first paddle off the top that they feel okay with.
They were just, it made 0 sense.
It was very arbitrary. It was not fair. Daniel left first, then Vinny, which I think was just discrimination. Just discriminating against him because he's not as great as everybody else. He was on the complete opposite side of the ballroom. How could they even tell?
And it had just started. Like, they didn't give anyone more than an 8 count before they were like, all right, let's knock these bitches off of here. Like, we didn't see anything yet.
It was very uncomfortable.
And they were already eliminating people. I was like, what? How can you tell already?
I watched it twice. So I like rewound and watched it. And I was like, this makes absolutely 0 sense. Daniel, Vinny, then Jordan, then Joseph, then Wayne. I was like, okay, y'all done lost y'all's damn minds. Then Gabby, Charlie, Trevor, this is like when it got down to Charlie, Trevor, Heidi, Shangela, and Jesse James Decker left. So like the last like 5 left. That's when you could really see what was going on. And that's when you saw, okay, Trevor just dropped Emma. So, all right, of course they're out.
He just threw her on the floor.
Yeah.
And like the entire premise of their dancing was him, like at first, he's like, she's got her legs wrapped around his waist facing him. And I'm like, it's literally like they're moving from like the couch to the bed.
Yeah.
Like this is sex happening.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if that's the hustle or the Lindy Hop, but I mean, whatever it is, it's giving big bedroom energy.
So I honestly can't tell you very much about the first few people to get eliminated. Because we didn't see
anything.
So yeah, even like I'm even saying I went back and watched twice. Like I didn't see any problems. I just feel like they were just picking names to pick names to.
It was literally drawing out of a hat, basically. And okay, so we watched. Trevor only got eliminated. All he did was throw Emma around the whole time. Like there was not a lot of dance content. It was like, here's some tricks. And then when he finally threw her to the floor, they were like, oh, you got to go, I guess now. We can't eliminate, like we can't pretend like that didn't happen. And then Jesse James Decker is just getting also thrown
all
around.
All Alan was doing was holding her up in the air and just spinning her around. And then he would put her down.
Yep.
And they did the same exact dance move for both styles of dance. They
Yes.
did not do different styles of dancing. They did the exact same dances throughout. That was their strategy. I think they just memorized like
An
four
eight
eight
count.
counts, four
Mm-hmm.
eight counts, and then did it forwards and then did it backwards.
Yep.
That's what I noticed.
All he would do, and you could tell he was getting tired because he was wobbling. All he would do would be, she had her hands on his shoulders. He would pick her up by the hips, put her legs straight up, then come down on one side, back up, come down on the other side. The classic 1950s dance move that we've seen 100 times. That isn't special.
Yeah,
that's all they did, and it was so. I could not believe it.
Yeah, and so like they just honestly I think when it was down to Heidi, Shangela, and Jesse James, they were just like, okay, well, Heidi doesn't have as much energy, so she's got to go. And then Shangela had like one misstep, and they were like, that's it. That's how we know.
Well,
and then,
Jesse James Decker didn't have any steps because her feet were never on the fucking floor. So.
Literally, she memorized, I'm telling you, 2 or 3 8 counts, and then 4 8 counts of lifts, and then they just switched it up back and forth. And then even they were floored when they won. Like, I think it was just so chaotic. There was no way that was subjective to how the whole competition has gone, and it just wasn't fair to the competitors.
I agree. And
11 extra points. 11? Like, that's a lot of extra points.
For something that has no clear criteria.
No, it should be, okay, 2 or 3 extra points to, like, 1 point to the first 4 people who go, 2 points to the next 4, and then 3 points to the next 2, and then you give the final person 5 or something. But, like,
yes.
11, like, okay, that's pretty crazy.
I know. She damn near wound up in the top 3.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Was not
even
accurate to
if
the skill.
Someone who should have won had won, there's no need for 11 points.
No, that was really wrong. I wrote, I felt like Jesse James did the same exact thing the entire time, and then I said Shangela almost had it. Tyra is terrible. She can hardly speak. That's all. Those are my last notes of the night because before elimination. So
I said it's giving Grease, like
the movie. Yeah.
I said Trevor and Emma are just getting it on. This is stupid. This is chaos. They really want Vinny out of here.
Mm-hmm.
How did they pick this winner? I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, didn't sit right with me. That's for sure. And then,
but like, here's the thing: anytime there's like an extra dance, like or a we've had multiple times like the side by side competitions. Yeah. Like it's not a new concept. They're like, here's what we're looking for, and they were like, here's what they're gonna do, and then we'll just pick which ones we'd like.
Yeah, we just basically picked the people that we like the best. But throwing Daniel under the bus and kicking him out so fast was literally very shocking.
And then Wayne was gone before we were even halfway through.
Yeah, it did not sit right with me. I'm just gonna say that.
I was troubled. I'm still really pissed about this. And apparently I was reading some stuff online today, just like, and people were saying it on the live post last night, like Twitter was going off, like, what the hell? This is so rigged. And then people today were like, I saw like Heavy and like other like kind of pop culture news sources were like talking about how people were pissed. Like people were not happy with what went down last night.
Well, there wasn't any fairness. Like it wasn't it just felt very inauthentic and felt very unfair.
And at this point, I didn't know that Jesse James Decker was the homecoming queen. So I still was like on her side. And so I was still like, this is not right. Like it would be one thing if like I liked everyone at this point, but I was still like, this doesn't make any sense. Like the order in which that all went down, quote unquote worst to quote unquote best, made 0 sense and aligned absolutely 0% with the rest of the season. So I have no idea how that happened.
It should have been like 2 judges on one side, 2 judges on the other, and then they were picking from like their bottom
correct
5 or something.
You each get a quadrant. There's 11 couples, so everybody gets 3 except for one
person shouldn't have been
who only gets 2.
Yeah, it just shouldn't have been within 2 seconds of the dance starting that you're sending Daniel home.
I
Like,
was pissed. I was so
or
pissed.
sending him to the staircase, excuse me, not sending him home. But we'll get to the elimination. And I think we've beat a dead horse. Like, we hated it.
We're here. We're at the elimination. We've
Okay.
arrived. Beep beep.
So elimination goes forward. We get our bottom three, which are still in no particular order.
It was not well with my soul going into this elimination after Jesse James Decker got those 11 points. I knew we were about to be in for some serious shit.
Yeah. So we get to our last three, which they're still like, they're trying to let us know that, like, just because you're still haven't been called, or you're being called like the very last one who can possibly be called, it doesn't mean that you're,
next last, to being in the bottom two.
But still,
it made it hurt worse.
Yeah, it did, because I was kind of like, oh, okay, well, maybe she really is going. Like, maybe it'll be Heidi and Jesse.
I knew it.
Well, and of course, I knew it because I had known. But I guess you can say it from your perspective.
It's because we've watched this happen so many times.
Yeah. It was not Joseph's time to go.
It really wasn't. I would have rather Vinny gone home, to be honest, and I love him so much.
That's the thing. Like, I will sit here and die on the hill of, like, Vinny has no dance experience. I love seeing him here. He's one of the only ones left. Like, him and Joseph, two of the only ones left that don't have any dance experience. And then I'm sitting here and I'm watching The Injustice, and we get down bottom two. Jesse James obviously gets called safe, and then I was like, damn, we're screwed, because
we all knew that Lynn was going to save Heidi.
Yeah, of course. And I was like, it should not be those two have scored about the same every week, Joseph and Heidi.
And Heidi didn't do anything tonight.
No, her dance was really stupid. It was not nearly, it just wasn't up to caliber with, like, you should stay. So it was really tough, like, to watch Daniela and Joseph go home. And you
knew it was going to happen. Like, watch, as soon as they called her safe, which I knew that they would, I was like, well, they're going to save Heidi, because of course they are.
I was really glad that Carrie Ann said it, though. Like, I was glad Carrie Ann was like, you know what? I think Joseph has more to give. And I think he's the one I'm excited to see every week. Not you, Heidi.
I was so disappointed in Derek and Bruno. Truly. I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, I really thought that one of them would save him, even though it wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Unless all three of them had saved him. But
yeah. But that wasn't going to happen.
He deserved more than one vote, because that's bullshit.
I agree. I think it should have been a split vote, and it wasn't. And he was upset, and that made in turn
he was choked up, and I was like, fuck everyone.
Well, and also, like, lest we not forget that him and Daniela were robbed of 2 weeks because of COVID, and he persevered through that and was good both of those weeks.
Last night, Carrie Ann was like, you had one of the best Rumbas as a male dancer I've ever seen. And then everyone was like, all right, bye though. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not fair. It wasn't a fair night. Like, I really thought it was Trevor, Jesse James, and then maybe Vinny slash Joseph would, like, come down to just popularity and, like, love. Bless you. God bless you. But
I'm getting myself so worked up over here. I'm having an allergic reaction.
I knew that. Here's the thing. I knew that Joseph was not going to win this show. Okay.
Correct.
I knew that. But that doesn't mean that I didn't want him to make it to, like, the top 6, because I did. And, I don't want Vinny to go home either, but I'm with you that I would have rather had Vinny go home before Joseph, because it would be fair.
Right. Vinny's not going to win the show either, and I don't want him to win the show, because then it would be a Bobby Bones situation and everyone would lose their minds and be pissed off. Yeah. So, like, I don't want that to happen either. But, like,
unless he, like, really breaks away and, like, has some huge epiphany and dance. But I just don't see that happening.
Correct. So he just doesn't have it, and that's okay. He's got a lot of other redeeming qualities and talents and skills, and I love him very much.
Right.
However, and I think that's always been the hardest part of this show is, like, there can only be one winner. Like, everyone is going to go at some point. And now we're getting down to the nitty gritty where we, like, really like all of these people and they've all improved.
Yep.
And so it's harder to say goodbye to someone. But in this case, like, if someone was going to have to go, it should have been our bottom dancers are Jesse James Decker, Vinny, Trevor, and then personally for me,
probably Jordan Sparks,
probably, or I was gonna say Heidi.
Yeah,
just because she doesn't have the performance value. Like, she dances technically well, but there's no emotion behind it.
Yeah,
and I feel like that kind of detracts from the entire experience.
Right.
But I feel like that any of those people could have been up for elimination. I don't think Joseph is one of the bottom dancers. And so I was just really bummed.
Well, I think we're in for a double elimination soon. We're due for a double elimination because there are only 11 weeks of the show. And what week is this? Is this week 6?
This is week 5, but we had episodes 5 and 6.
So we have 11 people left, and we have only 6 weeks left. So
no, we have 10 people left. We had
10 people left, and we have 6 weeks left. And the bottom episode is going to have 4. So maybe we don't have a double elimination in our future. But I just assume that
we're going to have to crunch the numbers.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't count on me for doing anything with numbers. But I don't know. I'm just like, I'm
sad.
Me too.
I'm sad. And then Gabrielle Green dug up that homecoming queen picture, and I wanted to run through a brick wall. I was so pissed.
Yeah, it's really not cool. It's not cool. Emily, did you transfer schools after you won homecoming queen or before?
Either way.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, what do you mean? I don't know. I don't want to bully shame. I don't want to like fake speculate anymore because I don't know. I wasn't there, but it is frustrating to watch someone with a charm life claim that they were bullied. So that's all I'll say on that. That's all. That's all. I'll miss you, Joseph. We love you.
I'm really sad. I'm really sad about this, to be honest. And when he was like, I really love this show. Like, I want to keep dancing. Like, I think it's something you're going to keep doing. And I was like, damn. Oh my God.
I know. It was really hard to hear. But, I mean, we've got a really great week ahead of us next week. It's Michael Bublé week. So, just
I think you
have
mean
that to look forward to.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I mean, Michael Bublé.
Michael blah, 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 blah.
Well, I'm looking forward to chatting with you next week. And
next week,
we'll be on time. So
yeah, we will. It's only one episode next week. Thank
God. Yeah, I can't do this again.
This was a lot of time.
It's a long one too, guys. So if you made it this far, shout out. You're a true fan. You're a true fan. But
okay, well, I'm still pissed. Hopefully I have like 6 days to get over this?
Yeah, a couple days. So good luck.
And to you as well.
You too.
And to all of you. Hey, make sure to listen to this podcast, and if you like it, which we hope you do, give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Yes,
maybe leave us a comment. Tell us what you like.
Or what you don't. That's fine too.
Don't tell us what you don't like. I don't want to hear it.
Don't bully us.
I'm feeling very attacked right now.
Yeah. Well, we're going to make it. I'll see you guys next week. I love you, Katie. I'll chat with you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you back next week.